Hey, YouTubers! Again, Happy New Year's to everybody. Today's the third. Today's Sunday, the third of the beginning of 2021. Even though it's already starting a little crazy. Hopefully, it still be a better year than 2020. We all hope that. Everybody all over this earth, not just the U.S. Because we all share the same air, the same moon, the same sun, the same oceans, the same everything, and we share the same atmosphere. So what affects one affects us all. Outside of that, couldn't sleep. Yesterday was Saturday. I decided to go with my boy Tony to flea market. So basically, I haven't technically slept since. I mean, I woke up exactly at 3:45 in the morning of yesterday on the 12th, the second of January. That's what time I woke up a.m. Took a shower, waited around for my boy Tony to come pick me up. Went to the market. Didn't go to the market to sell. I'm still recuperating from shoulder surgery. I had my shoulder surgery 3 Saturdays ago. Yesterday being the third, the Saturday before that, I was still healing, being the second, and then the Saturday before that was the day of the surgery. So technically, yesterday made it really 14 days, because the day of, and then the seventh day of that, and then 7 days after that. So again, 14 days. Still hurts. It's getting there, but it still hurts like nobody's business. Outside of that, I couldn't sleep because I came home. I did that video right prior to this one. Thanks for the for watching. Hope I start getting more comments. A little nervous because as a parent, it's hard to see your kids grow up. I mean, it's great to see them grow up, especially when they grow up to be young, productive members in society. But it's hard to see them leave the nest, especially if they're going to be going. If it's going to take, I mean, if they're states away from you and you're not even looking at a couple of hour drive, you're looking at almost a day drive. And, when you got so many states between you, it's kind of scary, especially in today's world dealing with COVID and the world just being crazy and whatnot. But, right now as we speak, my daughter should be boarded. Technically, her plane didn't take off yet. I'm going to her destination. She's starting her own new life. She's got her college degree. She graduated last month, as a matter of fact. And me and my wife are very proud of each other and ourselves because we raised my kids right, and we're proud of her because at the end of the day, it took her to do her. I definitely commend her for that, and I pat myself and my wife on the back for that. So yeah, it's tough. So I couldn't sleep when I came back. I just had anxiety, plus I'm in pain. So I was just up doing stuff, and we were talking for a while on the couch because we have a big sectional, and But anyway, enough of that mushy crap. This is the part two of that part one that you guys saw of the crap in the basement. I'm sorry the video and my whatever the hell I was saying was all over the place, and I had to keep putting the camera down because again I still have my arm in a sling, so I can't, my right arm was like this, and of course I can move my fingers, my forearms and everything, but raising it, I can't do this on this arm. That actually just hurt just doing that. So I was able, being that everything was on the ground, I was able to maneuver my phone. So you got, I like this and stuff, and I had to maneuver my body a certain way to make the video better. So when you look to your camera, you see it better. So anyway, enough of that. So as far as video game stuff goes, I did want to show you guys the toys because I did get that huge, big 3006 3,000 whatever. I'm all a little over 3,000 parts of the Lego Batmobile. Crazy thing is, there's a great chance I may have to take everything apart just to put everything back on because there are some more stuff that has to go to it. It is huge. I am selling off all my Legos sooner or later, but that piece I'm keeping. I do want to glue and fix the box. But anyway, you guys already saw that video. If anybody do want to see a more close-up video of that, I'll be more than anything you guys see in my video. If you guys request it, if I get more than 3 to 4 requests of anything, I would do it. I would like to be able to do it for each and every individual, but I don't have that many views or that many subs to do so. So if I do get like 3 people or 4 who think it'll be a good idea to be like, hey, this piece, can you what I'm saying, can you do a review on it or XYZ? I have no problem doing that. But again, it's got to be more than at least 3 people or more to request it for me to do it. I would love to do it just for one individual, but it's gotta be at least 3 of anything. So outside of that, let me just show you guys what I got. You guys always heard me mention the name Henry. Me and Henry did have like some bumpy roads, but you know, he's a weird guy. You know, he's happy, he's not happy. You can't make him out sometimes, man. You know, he means well, but you know, sometimes he can be the nicest guy in the world, but then other times when he got a crowd and he's a certain way. I just think yesterday, Saturday, the weather affected certain people because it was chilly, it was raining, and it stopped raining up until maybe 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. It was like little wind rain, like, you know. Then they cleared up. The sun came out a little bit, but it was still chilly. It was 50 something, but it felt like, because you know the Meadowlands flea market being in such an open place, and with the wind chill and it was extremely windy. It made it feel like it was in the 30s. This hand was extremely numb, and it was crazy. It was extremely chilly, and you're in a big open area. You know, you're in a big parking lot right next to the MetLife Stadium, aka that's where the Giants and the Jets play. At that arena in Rutherford, New Jersey. But anyhow, let me show you guys this crap. I gotta use my left hand to show you the bag. Ain't really much here, but it is video game related. Again, you guys did see this. I don't mean to sound repetitive, but you guys did see the toys and stuff. So I got this bag of stuff. Henry had to do with him. I never asked the kid who he was because it's none of my business. I don't know if it was his nephew or just somebody he knew from the neighborhood or his block. It could have been, who knows who it was, but he was a cool kid. Definitely Dominican too. Doesn't matter what the hell he is, but you know. He had some stuff. By the time they opened up, he probably sold a lot of good stuff. But by the time I got there, I got something. He looked out for me. Let me show you guys first. I'm gonna do it this way. So let me first show you what I got from him, if I can remember. Wouldn't it have been better as I'm talking to you guys if I did this? You know, I'm normally a very smart thinker. That's not really a word, but I am in a lot of pain. So, you know, please bear with me with that. I am in pain. I'll show that in a sec. I do want to try to remember which is which. So, excuse me. It's hard to lift. Okay, I know I got this from somebody else, so I'll put that here. Hopefully I remember it. Okay, let's see. This, I don't know if it was Dynasty. It was probably that. That's what I'm trying to get everything so I can remember what's what. Because me and my boy Tony, we actually, okay. Don't remember where I got this from, but obviously this came from some. Okay, yeah, that was that. I don't know where the hell I got this from, but I did get it, and I'm guessing. Okay, yeah. I think it was Dynasty Warriors. I don't remember where I got this from, so I don't know. I do know where I got that from. It was a busy day. I do know where I got these from, so yeah, buddy. Don't need this bag. Well, I'll use it for something else. So let me show you guys this stuff. I did get this too, but I'll get it. I'll go into that. I am sorry for taking my sweet time, and I'm sorry that I don't know how to edit. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not. So, the kid don't even know me, and he was cool. And I got this from him. He wanted a certain price at first, and I wound up he wound up giving it to me for $25. So technically, I paid $30 for. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I could put that with this. There's one dude that he walks around the market. He knows my boy Tony. He's kind of all right with me. I think he showboats too much and brag. And I don't like people who brag about being able to get stuff off of I mean, it is, as a vendor, it is your fault that you don't do research on stuff just because you're old or you're not into this and that. If you're going to sell stuff, it's not like you're really being robbed. If somebody takes advantage of you because they know more about something than you do, that's your fault. Because regardless of what you sell, you should be confident in what you sell, and you should do the research on it. So I do understand that, but running around, showboat. I don't like show offs. Showboaters, same thing. Or people that brag. I mean, I get stuff, but hey, yo, man, and he does that, and he kind of reminds me of somebody who has a video game channel up here on YouTube. I'm not gonna say nothing because then it'll be like I'm going after the person. Then there'll be drama, this, that, and the third. But a lot of people know who people are, and you see the videos, and it does kind of upset you. You're excited for them at the same time that it does excite. I mean, it does. You get excited, but at the same time, it does bother you because you're like, damn. You see certain people of age and certain people getting ripped off by this person, and the person seems like a good person. They have a lot. They have a nice entourage and stuff and all that, but anyway, to each his own, man. That's what I should be saying. Be happy, and if nobody's putting a gun to somebody's head, who cares, right? So I paid $30 for this, and he wanted a lot more than this, but for some reason he looked out for me. Real cool kid, man. He said he's coming next week, and me and Henry's will be working out something. He's gonna be bringing stuff next week too that he wants me to help him with, because everybody know I'm the toy master, and a lot of people think I'm just a toy guy. Some people think I'm just a video game guy. Some people know that I know my comics. Some know I know toys and comics, and very few know that I'm a toy comic sneaker. I know sneakers, I know toys, I know comics, I know video games. I'm not really that big on certain fashion. I will say I'm not really that knowledgeable on precious elements like stones, jewelry. I know what I know, and I know my things. I mean, I dibble and dabble and know what to look for of those things I've said, but I'm nowhere near as confident as I am with weapons and military items and, of course, obviously video games, comics, and toys. That's my forte. So anyway, this kid looked out for me. I do need a boxed PlayStation. So I do have one original PlayStation here. I thought I had more than one. I don't know what happened to the other, which is kind of weird. Because I know I didn't sell one, and I'm over here looking around. And I'm like, where on God's green earth is the other one? Because I did have more than one, and now I don't know where it is. I know I didn't sell by mistake, so maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna even go there. I was supposed to have had two. Maybe something happened to one and I thought it worked and it didn't. And I got rid of it. I don't know. Unfortunately, this one here doesn't work. He did tell me that. But I know the box, so he gave me everything for $30. So the guy was talking about. I know he's definitely Mexican. He seemed like a good guy. I never had any qualms with him, other than the fact that I don't like the bragging and yeah, and I'm like, yo, just say, oh, I got this for that. You don't got to go into details on how these people are stupid and how they don't know this and that. And it kind of makes me upset because I'm like, yo, I don't like that. So anyway, I was looking at this particular book, the Nintendo Power Pokemon edition. The book's not in the greatest condition, but not in the worst neither. It's still a book. He was going to sell it. If the other guy wanted it, he would have given it to him for 10, but I paid 5. So basically I paid $25 for this ActionWare PlayStation or PS1 arcade stick. That's right here. The PSP Destiny Warriors game. Now I think about it, I don't even know why I got the game because I don't think I like Destiny Warriors. But sometimes, you just get greedy when you're looking at stuff. And of course, this boxed PlayStation that doesn't work. He did tell me that it doesn't read. He didn't have to tell me that. I don't even know what's in here. I didn't even look at the box yet. So I'm going to look at it as I'm talking to you guys. So we'll all get excited or say damn at the same time. He definitely plays his stuff. Me, I'm a person that shop with I'm a person that shop with my eyes. So anytime everybody always say, yo, you always got good stuff. If I tell you stuff work, 169,000% of the chance it works. The other whatever percentage, maybe it could have broke in transit or broke getting there. Not funny. Anyway, so yeah, whatever I'll just say. I am in pain, so please bear with me. And the guy came up, and I was still working a deal out with him, and I was doing that because I asked him, well, is it your stuff too? And he's like, no, that's Henry's, and I'm just here with him. So I didn't go into, well, why are you here? Are you his nephew? Or that's not my business. And sometimes you have a stack of stuff, and you're still working a deal. So the kid did put this stuff to the side, and we both got so caught up on he was trying to give me change for 100, and I was still trying to work the deal out with Henry for the for that big Lego, that huge '89 Batmobile. And I already missed out on that because I think sometime in 2020 that piece it sold out quick, just like the Nintendo version of it. So it is what it is, man. I missed out on the Friends Lego. I missed out on the Voltron one because the Voltron one took 2 years for them to sell, but they finally sold out. Now you can't find it, and everybody went too much for it. And that Batman one, I just had too much going on in 2020 because I promised my wife for 2020 I was gonna see how it was to spend more time thrifting than buying storage units. I didn't buy that many storage units for 2019, but the ones I did buy, it was definitely worth it, and it kept me afloat. So I said for 2020, I'm going to do things a little different. I'm going to spend less time because I don't plan on, from 2018 to 2020, I promised my kids and myself that I wasn't going to be going in 45. It had to at least be 47 to 48 degrees or warmer for me to go to any market. I don't care how great the day was going to be or how much stuff I have or what I brought. I wasn't going to do it. I said I would probably spend more time doing a garage sale, which is crazy because nobody's going to really stop in a garage sale out in that kind of weather neither, because I've done it before where I've been out here and it wasn't that great, and I've had great stuff, and once the season picked up, I sold everything I couldn't sell in 40 and 52 degree weather that I sold in 65 and 70 degree in the same day and got top dollar for it. So it is like that. So yeah. So of course, going back to that bragger or showboater or whatever you want to show off. I was talking to him, and I was still trying to work the deal out with Henry. So I needed the extra money, so I told Henry, listen, I didn't bring that much with me, which I didn't, and I still was walking around the market because I spent more time walking around because, again, I wasn't selling. So, I was helping my boy Tony out, like help, because he was walking around, so I'll watch a spot, help him sell stuff too, because I know how, whatever. And the guy picked up this, and I'm looking, I'm like, what am I forgetting? As I'm saying it, the kid that was with him was like, oh, Poppy, look. And I was like, no, that's my book. He thought I was joking about it. He said, no, it's mine. And I said, no. And the guy, and he was still arguing. Then he's like, okay, well, and I was like, no, it was left here. And he knows how it is. Sometimes you have stuff and you're looking at other stuff and you try to work stuff out. You forget, or you have a stack, somebody move it and take it. You don't pay attention to it. It happens to all of us, including him. He knows it. And then he's like, okay. I normally don't do that, but I'm gonna let you have it. I said, man, what? I said, man, it's mine. So I snatched it. I don't like you doing me a favor. Oh, well, I know you, so I'm gonna let you have. Who the fuck are you? And the guy who sold me this stuff is like, nah. He tell him in Spanish, nah. Because he was pointing to this stuff like, nah, it's part of his thing. And he's like, oh, okay, well, no big deal. I said, no, it is a big deal because you're making it a big deal. And, I was getting pissed off because, one, I don't like the fact that you're a showboater and a show-off. And then on top of that, like you doing me a favor. Nigga, I'll take what you got in your hand and snatch it and give the person the money for it. And if you want to do something about it, you can do something about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just, like, people are funny, man. Like y'all, I would, with this one arm, I would light you the hell up, man. That's why I'm the way I am, because I don't care about what you can, I don't care about what nobody out there in the world can do. I know what I'm capable of. I done defended my life plenty of times in the street. Yeah, I understand there's always that one moment, and you never know. I get it. I'm not an arrogant person or this, that. I'm a very humble person. I just don't like, I don't have no, not even zero. You can't even write the number. That's how less of a tolerance I have for idiots and disrespectful idiots like that. And he's cool with my boy Tony, but I don't have no kind of ill toward him. I just don't really respond to him. And when I see him with the games, I'll look, and then he'll talk to me as he's talking to Tony too, and I'll just nod my head like, and whatever. And then when Tony walks away, I'm like, that dude's a clown. And I just say that, and he laughs because he knows my temperament and know what I mean. And I don't like showboaters and show-offs. I don't. I've said it plenty of times in this video, I know. But anyway, it's not that I did that. It was mine. And at the end of the day, the guy who was selling the items told you that in your own language. And you still, like you do me a favor. All right, well, because I know you. I like, who? Like, well, nigga, what? Fuck you talking because you know who the fuck are you? You ain't paid for it yet. And even if you went to give him the money, I would have snatched the money out of his hand, threw that shit back at you, and gave him my money. Because I've done that plenty of time, man. Oh, hell no. But anyway, that's how I got this book. He gave it to me for $5. He would have sold it to him for 10 to 15. But he gave... He gave it to him. I mean, he gave it to me. He gave it to me for $5. So again, that was part of the $30 and what I paid for everything. So again, this I paid $25 for it, and I gave Henry basically $80 for the Batmobile. And then I got some other stuff off of Henry that I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. Something is missing though. Oh, yeah, I got that. So yeah. So from this kid, I got this game again. I don't remember why I got it. Or did I get this? I don't even remember. Was it this or something else? I probably didn't even get this from him. It was maybe it was. But was it Heavy Rain? Maybe. No. Wait. Oh my God, I don't know, y'all. Whatever. It was a game. I'm gonna say that. But since I already got this in my hand, PSP Dynasty Warriors, I probably did get it from him. I don't even remember because I was in a lot of pain today. Or yesterday. I got this. He said it works. I will be cleaning it right now, and then I'm gonna go wash my hands. I wipe everything down, and I must have spent about $500, no BS, on all this stuff, and we're already almost gone. We're probably down to the last maybe three to five of these, and these are the big ones. And to this day, you still can't really find these in Target, Walmart, or Home Depot, or whatever. So I did get all these from the flea market, and one guy had a big thing of bleach and other stuff, and I brought a lot of stuff from him, from Columbus too. So it took me 3 times in Columbus to come back for more stuff. We already made the deal, and I gave him the half for that load I could take home, and then the following Sunday I did the same thing, because we already made a deal and shook on it. And he's a man of his word, so I respect him for that. So anyway, I will be cleaning this up while this video is uploading. Again, I'm the type of person that I personally shop with my eyes, and I really don't understand why people bring stuff out and they don't clean it, because you get more money for stuff when it's clean, because when people see that it's more taken care of, they give you more money for it. I don't really know what it goes for, but again, I paid $25 for that and whatever the hell, whichever game this was up here, and this PSP. Of course, I feel like I just got it for the box, because anyway, I'm not going to be going to those details. I don't even know if it came with everything. I don't even know if it has inserts in here. And no, it doesn't. It does have some kind of foam. It has one of them. So it does have one foam, and that's it. And again, he did tell me it didn't work. And again, look how, it is dirty. But I really brought it for the box. I mean, again, I paid $24 for Axiwear arcade stick. I would look it up and see what it goes for, but who cares? He did have this still sealed, so that's cool. And he said it was his original PlayStation. Now, I already have all the wires and everything, and I will put my PlayStation in here. Actually, I didn't even notice or look and see if this, because I know a lot of video games, what they've been doing is, a lot of these video games, they have been putting serial numbers for specific systems up here. Oh, no, okay. You can take the tab off to read the serial number, so that's good. I mean, I really don't care, but I like that. So again, this is it's been so long since I had a PSP, original PlayStation. I don't even remember what the pamphlets, but I do believe this is probably mostly all the pamphlets. It does have just one styrofoam piece in here, so I would put this more to the ground and keep whatever other piece. I'll basically keep it where it is. Plus, due to the fact that the styrofoam does say rear, so I guess this is basically how it is, and I'll just put it there, make sure the serial number is on that particular side as well. And yeah, so I feel like I basically paid $20 for this. Like I said in another video, I did. And again, I don't really care how the condition. I mean, of course, if I ever get systems in boxes in great condition, I'm all for it. But if not, as long as I can cover my systems and it can help with the atmosphere, climate, dust, and the sun UV, because obviously you guys do realize if you have an area where there's no windows and mostly no ventilation, you have to you worry less about oxidation, which means that it won't be discolored. But normally stuff does turn different colors over years. It takes years of not handling it, but 9 out of 10, what does it extremely quicker is the person being a smoker, whether you smoke weed and or cigarettes. The smoke and everything will make it's just like if you're in an area where you cook and the fumes and aroma from that cooking, it does get on stuff. You ever notice how, like, if you're frying chicken or something, or fish or anything that you're frying, because of the oil and the heat and everything, you do realize that if you walk out of a room, you come back an hour, 2 hours, even up to the next day, you can still smell the aroma of what you fried the next day. Because, frying is more intensified than baking because it's less concealed is more open to you, and you're basically cooking something in about 60 times quicker than dealing with broiling. I mean, something being broiled or baked. You know what I'm saying? Because of the heat and stuff, and that's why it stays on your clothes. Not that it don't smell good, but you can smell it on your clothes as well. And it does the same thing for materials and toys and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, same concept. So anyway, speaking of boxes, while I'm on this, this one guy, black dude, he kept telling me to come back, but he was whatever. He knows Tony, so he hooked Tony up. We seen each other around, but he never really had, we never spoke, so whatever. He gave Tony a good deal on the stuff. As far as me, he wanted too much for this blue. He had a blue 3DS XL. Had too many scuffs. I mean, even though he wanted 60, I probably would have talked him down to 45 or 50. He probably would have took it, but I didn't like the fact that it had too many scuff marks on the outside of it. And for me to collect my stuff, I prefer it to be in as great condition as possible, inside and out. And he had a Luigi. He did have a Luigi. Was it the Luigi remote, the Wii remote? What is it? The whatever move one. But he wanted too much for that. Like the stuff that I had, he wanted like I think 80 or 90, and I'm like, what? That was crazy. And so I put the remote. He's all, and the other guy was like, oh, that's very expensive. It's like $60. I said $60 because it was a black dude and a Mexican. And the Mexican guy I know. We always see each other in the market, and he's always be trying to buy stuff from me. And when he buys, I give him a great deal. And I shouldn't have to tell you, yo, man, how you gonna do me like that when I give you great deals? I don't do that. You should know better. So the next time he come to me, I'm gonna be like, nah. And then he'll be like, oh, Poppy, come on, man, you know me. I said, yeah. Just like, remember how you did me? I used to always give you great deals, but you remember how you did me dirty that day with that what's it called? Like, it's a bitch. And I'll wait for the next time, and I'll get him that way because he always does buy what he used to buy for me. So after I'll tell him that, he won't anymore. But anyhow, I know I should have got it, but being that I saw it, I noticed that the more I see stuff, the greater chances are of me coming across it later in a field. It's always like that, so that's a good thing. Tony and this dude named Anthony are real cool. Me and Anthony used to always be cool with each other, but him and Tony have a better rapport. So whenever he get video game stuff, I was like, I'm non-existent, and he does with Tony. Not that I'm envious in any way or whatever, but he knows I'm a video game guy too, and we have a good rapport too. But again, he's real close to Anthony, so he gives Anthony everything. So Anthony did get a nice, I think it's a Donkey Kong or Zelda 2DS. This other guy earlier, the Dominican dude, early in the morning before we even got out there, I asked him if he had stuff, and he said no, just clothes. Come find out, he had a box. Same thing I got Sunday before, no, the day after my surgery. So today being Sunday, it will make it 2 weeks ago, exactly 3 Sundays ago. A lady on Facebook Marketplace, she was selling something. We were talking days prior, and her husband came to me because she knew I had shoulder surgery. She actually asked me how I was doing, and she was happy that I was done being under the knife. Because when you go under anesthesia, you're not promised to come back. You could die just from that if they give too much or too less, because body shock, whatever, etc. So she sold me like 6 games, including her son's 2DS, the Mario Edition 2DS with the box in great condition, everything. I paid $60 for all that. So the Dominican cat, I always forget his name. He wanted 50. Not they don't matter that. I gave her 80. I gave them 80, not 60. But anyway, he wanted. I think he wanted 50. And I said, when you take 40, he said no, 50. I said, all right, just hold for me later. And he said, I got more games this way. I said, yo, I'm right next to you. I'm right near Gene. Just let me know. He's like, okay, I got you. Kind of find out, and these 2 white dudes, and just one white guy. I don't know the other one that he was with. They are extremely cheap. Like they pay, like they walk around bragging and trying to rob people too. Like when I say they pay for stuff, but they always try to get over on people. And anyway, so it's crazy, but whatever. And I saw them with the games, and I said, yo, like, how you forget me? And he was just like, oh, and he just kept saying that. So to teach him a lesson, I know that he was holding that, and I really didn't need it. I mean, if I needed it, if I didn't get it from these people, I would have gave him the money for it because I needed it. Even though the box was kind of beat up. Again, I don't really care about boxes. That's why I'm talking about boxes now. And since I have this in my hand, I just figured I'd get that out the way. So So the whole day go by, and I was telling Tony about it. So then Tony knew I wasn't gonna buy it anyway. So he did go to him and he got it, and he said, "Yeah, I paid 54." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." But I did tell him about it. He knew exactly who I was talking about, and I didn't plan on buying it. You know, just because he pulled that, and he'd be like, "Oh, what happened? You forgot me." I said, "Nah, I forgot you. Like you forgot me when you gave those games to those Blanquitos, because it is what it is." And I don't like when people do that, especially if you don't tell me something and then you go back on your word. And they do that a lot. A lot of these guys, they act like they're gonna get rich off of $20. Like that person's money, and I hate to say it, but a lot of Caribbeans and a lot of Hispanics at that flea market who sell, they act like a white person's money is better than a black person. I'm not trying to be racist. It is what it is at that market. They're like that. It's funny because I'm not gonna really go into details with all other scenarios, but it is like that. And a lot of people talk about that and say that. Even other Spanish people who sell this say the same thing. So it's crazy how they act like that. Like money is money. Who gives a you know? It don't say like it don't say $20 bill or $50 bill for black guy and $20 bill or $50 bill looks different for white guys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Who gives a shit? So I got mad, but anyhow, going back to the other dude, the black dude that was selling with the Mexican guy. He's Mexican, I know that for a fact too. So they also had, it's ironic because that's gonna lead to another story. They had a boxed PlayStation 4. So I asked how much you guys asking. He's like $250. And I was in a box and everything, but I'm like, yo, dude, like 5-6 months ago, okay. But dude, the PS5 just dropped. Basically, the PS4 took over the PS3 when the PS4 was relevant. Now the PS5, is not out to the public like that. It's the newer system, and the PS4 basically took the place of the PS3 when the PS3 was irrelevant to the PS4. And I told the guy, dude, the PS5 is out. He's like, yeah, well, it's too, I want 250. I said, no problem. I'm pretty sure when I left, because we came back, and I came back a couple times with Tony and then by myself, and he did sell it. I didn't ask him what they sell it for because it's not my business, but I know they didn't get no 250 for it. I don't even think they got 200 for it. But because it wasn't me, and he didn't want to come across and be like, because a lot of people be like, they don't want to tell you stuff because they don't want you to say, yeah, I told you so, or ha ha ha. But I know he didn't get 250 for it. I don't know if he got 200, but I doubt it. At that market, and that late in the day, I know he didn't get 200 for it neither. They probably got desperate and sold it to somebody else, and the person said, listen, I'll give you 150 or whatever. And they say, all right, take it. Because everybody else asked them about the price, so they knew it was too much. And they was like, all right, whatever. It ain't cost us that much anyway. Go ahead. Because they did sell a lot of stuff, including the handhelds and all the other stuff. So whatever. Speaking of that, when we did go to 2nd Avenue, ironically, 2nd Avenue Thrift Shop also had a PS4 in the box. And theirs was brand new because everything was still in the plastic. Everything. When I say everything, I mean the PS4 is a slim 1 terabyte, and it was still wrapped in that white weird waxy paper foamy thing. And somebody else there told me that they had it priced at 150, but then so and so took it to the back and said nah, change it, and they changed it to $100 more. They put it up 250. And the guy who did it, he's a manager, he's the head guy there, and he has a PS5, so he knows. And the guy that I asked him, he was like, oh no, he already left. So he said, give it a couple days or call back tomorrow. So I'm gonna call today and see if they're gonna do something about that and whatnot. I think today's Sunday, so they open at 10. So they open another hour and 1 minute. So I'm gonna call and speak on that and see what they'll do. And if anything, I'll tell them to hold it for me, and I'll try to get a ride to get there. I will pick it up for that. And that one was better than theirs, and that one it was missing 2 games out of the 3. Because I think 1 or 2 games are physical and the other one is a download, or 1 game could have been physical and the other 2 could have been download. But I didn't really care. I wanted it anyway. But the chance of me coming across Xbox Ones and PS4s are going to be a lot, because now everybody going to be selling theirs to get the newer system. Not everybody collects systems, and I collect variations. So I already have multiple PS3s, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, stuff like that. But again, I collect different variations of stuff. like what people do. I know some people might say that's crazy because I do understand that people do the different variations of color, like with the Wii and the handheld. It's like, all right, well, I collect them in different colors, and they do the same thing with like the different color Nintendo 64s, etc., etc. But me, I don't care. I'll get different systems, you know, just because the box art is different. The box art could be exactly the same, but if the games are different, I'm gonna get it, and that's what I do. I like different variations. I don't care if it's the same color box or whatever. It might have a little sticker here different than that one. So that's, to me, that's a variation. That's no different than getting a chase figure or getting a variation or a chase car. Something might be a little the wheel might be different or a different color. Something might be metallic or metallic color or this whatever. You know, to each his own. So anyway, that's why I still have this box and why I was talking about boxes for the last 20 minutes. 20 minutes. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. It's just like a lot of people don't like scalpers. I'm not really a fan of scalpers, especially when we are looking for stuff. But at the end of the day, I respect the hustle just due to the fact that, hey, early bird catches the worm. I think you should leave other things, but early bird catches the worm. So it is what it is. And you know, I ask myself all the time, self, if I was there and I got something I know I can make money on, and they have more than two of them, I'll probably pick up all three myself, knowing that I'll keep one for myself and make money, and make money on the other two. So I'm like, hey, whatever, it is what it is. Now, if somebody's there and they're like, hey, you taking all of them? Then I was like, yeah, you know what, here you go. I've done that plenty of time. But if nobody's there, sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I'm like, I only need the one. Or sometimes I'll take two and keep one behind, because I'll take one to make the money back for the one I just spent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know if something goes for a lot of money and it's real popular, I hold on to it, or I'll take it and trade it or something like that. So, but again, a lot of people don't like scalpers and stuff. I'm not gonna say because I've done it 4 or 5 times in a year or every other year, it doesn't make me not a scalper neither. Because at the end of the day, that's still a scalper move. But to each his own, man. Where am I at? Because I already done spoke so much. I already forgot what the heck I was talking about. All right. So anyway, I was an idiot because the guy that I was setting up with my boy Tony, his name is Mike, Jewish kid, and I forgot that he sells electronics wires and stuff. So he wound up giving me this one for free, and I actually paid $2 for these, and I forgot he had these. So early in the morning, I paid $2. Actually, I paid three because the person wanted $2 each. Just like, you know, Mike sells like stuff like this for the same three and I think two or whatever. But the guy, I know him, so he gave it to me for $2, $1 each. Mike did give me this for free. He said, "Yeah, go ahead, take it. Don't worry about it." And I probably could have gave him $2 or something like that for these two or whatever. But whatever. I do need this because for that the thing I picked up Friday at, was it Friday or Sunday or Thursday at it was Friday at Red, White, and Blue, that NES Classic. It does have everything else, but it was missing the wall thing. And I was gonna get the longer, thicker one. It's a little taller. And I was like, you know what? Well, since this one is so small, oh hell with it. I'll just get this one, and I'll use it to plug that up. So I'll plug it up, make sure that at least the power's on. So I did need that. So I got to clean it because I clean everything. Normally I don't bring nothing upstairs, but whatever. And this one I could probably use for maybe another PS1 or something, because it has one part has that little loop and the other part is square. This one is for my newer, or the PlayStation 4 or PS3 or 4 Slim, whatever the hell it is. So I do know I need one of these. So I got it, and I'll probably look at everything else and make sure what else I need as well. So yeah, again, I needed those. I gotta wash those. I gotta wipe those too. All right, so now moving on. I already know I spoke to death, and you're like, oh, I could talk about that later. Wait a minute, something is off here. Something is not right. I think Tony got one of my games or got an extra bag with my stuff. I think so. I think he got an extra one of my bags or something. Because there was a game I know I needed, and I don't think it was the Batman. I think it was, because Because again, speaking of boxes, I have two Xbox 360 250 gigabyte um, Xboxes in the boxes, and one comes with two of the same game, which is Dark Stalkers and I think Batman Arkham City or whatever, and the other one comes with the same two games and then two other games. One being Tomb Raider, and I think I can't make out the other game because it's too far to see. So one of them same 250 gig, and it comes with two of those games, and the other one comes with the same two and then two extra. And I know I got the other Xbox 360 game for that, and I don't know why. I think I got this only because it was brand new, but this wasn't it. And I'm gonna tell myself, yo, there's another bag missing or something like that, because that other game, whatever other game I needed, was in there. Whatever the hell that is. So I do know I had it because I knew I needed that particular game. So yeah, we gotta talk about that one. I'll wait a couple of hours and wake him up and still ask him if he wants me to go with him to to do something at the at his storage unit. Oh, it's right here. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna talk about that too. So yeah, I didn't know I needed that game. Heavy Rain, like I said, I don't know if this is the game or that Ghost Recon I just showed you came from that kid that I bought everything for 25, or that PSP game. I hate to keep sounding repetitive, but I don't like to seem like I'm being hypocritical when I talk. That's why I always say it a lot more. Why? I don't even know why I got Heavy Rain. I don't even remember playing this game, or if I liked it, or if I did get it and heard anything from it, or seen any reviews. But for whatever reason, I got it, so it had to be real cheap for me to get it. This, believe it or not, ironically, and I don't know why, but this was actually in that $3 Lego Star Wars box that I had. Speaking of that, as I was talking about earlier with being anxious and couldn't sleep, and talking to my daughter and things like that, waiting for her to get ready to go to the airport because she wanted to be there 2 hours later. Right now she's hopefully safely in the air if they took off already, because it's already 9:07. I think her flight was at around 8:20 or something. You know how boarding is and all that stuff. So anyway, this is actually in that box. This is a PS3 PlayStation Move requirement. So this says game demo disc. So I guess if I ever come across a PS3 that comes with I'm about to say bust a move, a PlayStation Move thing, I think I do have that remote, but I need that camera. So I always try to find that camera and stuff. But at least I have that, and I always keep these kind of things, even when it comes with games, because you never know if I come across a system and a box that would need the game, and the game's not in here. So I always pick all these kind of things up. Even the PS3, like the little PS3 DVD thing that they gave with the original PS3s when they first came out, I try to get those too. But when I do see the cases, they never have the game, they never have the disc, so I just leave it behind, because the chances of finding that disc are extremely hard unless it comes in the case. So again, that's that with this and this demo disc thing for the PlayStation Move. Again, I almost said bust a move. This thing, I paid $1 for it at the market. Namco Museum for the PSP. I don't even know if I have this or not, but it's $1. Not gonna not take it for $1. This I did get at 2nd Avenue, which is the same place I said that they were the second people to have the PlayStation 4 boxed for the same price as the guy in the market. So I'm not gonna say that a boxed PlayStation 4. I mean, even though the PS5 still came out, they still relatively playable and newer systems. But again, they have now taken the place of the PS3 to the PS4. You know what I mean? This Tony did look out for me with this. This is a Super Nintendo Pro Pad. These are the ones, but it is, normally, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite or be contradictive, but normally I do stay true when I say I only like getting first party accessories, not third party. But these are kind of hard to come by, and they are, back in the day, they are nostalgic for me. Just because I was already a grown man when these came out, don't mean that it can't be nostalgic. Everybody think because something's nostalgic, you gotta be like a child or a teenager to enjoy it and stuff. This was $8. I didn't care. I grabbed it. No. This came from My Unique. It didn't come from 2nd Avenue. I remember that now, because I got these also from there. I don't know why I got this. I have to look up and see if I have it. SpongeBob Truth or Square. Again, it was no 50% off. But I do like going thrifting on regular days because you get more stuff and there's less people there, and I don't mind paying a couple dollars more for something than getting stuff on 50 or 25% off because it's too many people. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Again, I was a little high on pain. There was really nothing to grab there, and I don't know why I grabbed that game. And then of course this one, what is it called? The Conduct. It's a Sega game. It looks kind of like I didn't even look at the back. I just saw the front and said, "Oh, it looks cool." It looks like a first-person shooter. The hell was that? So I will be this I'm not gonna look up. I'll just decide if I want it or not. These two I will look at the gameplay. Actually, I already know Oblivion I don't like because I don't like Elder Scrolls games. Why did I get it? I don't know. And I'll wind up selling it for a lot cheaper than that. So what I'll do is I'll keep it until I bundle up more games, and that's how I make my money. Even if I give it or sell it to Tony, that's how it'll work. This one I'm more interested in seeing how it is. Most likely it looks cool. But I really don't like a lot of action games like this. I don't like certain games on the Wii because I don't really like standing there for hours doing all this and that. And, I like games where you just use the controller. And, with the Wii, you got to, I don't like all that. If I want to work out and do shoulders and shit like that, I would work out a lot more, than how I used to be when I was a freak at it. It's just crazy, whatever. And this early in the morning, the guy next to me, he knew who I was. I don't remember him, but he's like, "Hey, what happened to your shoulder?" He knew me, so he held this for me for a couple of hours. Again, I forgot, but I do like the fact that people know you and they know you enough. Some people get irritating, and after 10 minutes, you go there. "Oh no, I put it back." I'm like, dude, like, I hate when they do that, but hey, at the end of the day, it's their product. You didn't pay for it. It is what it is. But when I told somebody I'm gonna come back for something, I came back. He respected it. He knew it, and he did. I lost my train of thought for a second. Unfortunately, I could tell that the game is off of here, but it is Blu-ray coated, so and being that it's here, it won't scratch, so it should be fine. I got this again because it is a greatest hits title, but it's brand new, so I will add it to my collection just because it's brand new sealed. And it is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. I never played that game, but I am a huge Splinter Cell guy from the original Xbox. I like that. This, I don't think I have God of War 3 for the PS3. If I do, yeah, whatever. I only paid $5. As a matter of fact, I only paid, he gave both of them to me for $10. Normally, he charged 10 to 15. If I had this, I'd be charging somebody at least $15 for it. Because it's still a $20 to $25 game. So he gave me both for 10, 5 and 5, which was made it way more than fair. So, $10 for the both of those. Again, I don't remember where I got Heavy Rain from. I know I got it, obviously. This, I do know I paid $1 for. No, this came out this did come out the Second Avenue because it came, for some reason, it was in the same Lego bin. I don't know. It's ironic. It's just weird. This, I don't remember where it came from or what I paid for it. But if I didn't get it from that Dominican dude that I was talking about earlier with the original PlayStation box, I couldn't have paid no more than $2 for it. Because that's not a game I really want. So I know that. This is a black dude. He sold me all this stuff. I paid $25. He said one price, and I said, "All right, thanks a lot." He said, "Nah, man, don't be like that. Give me an offer." And I said, "Nah, I don't do that to people. I don't argue with people with their prices. I don't do that because I don't want to seem like I'm lowballing." And to be honest, I was just, I like the stuff, but I really don't need it. And he's like, "Oh no, just tell me." And I was like, "Man, I'm thinking like $10 less." He said, "Man, you got it. There you go." See, was that hard? I said, "Nah, it wasn't, but I sell here too." He said, I know who you are. You angry man." Yeah, I start laughing. I know he meant it as a joke, but it's true. I am always angry when I'm there because people do and say stupid stuff. But anyhow, whatever. But he respected and understood why I didn't want to make an offer. Because like people, there are things that people have and I want, and I don't even walk off being slick. When I'm like, in my mind I'm like, damn, he crazy, but I don't be like, damn, that's retarded, or I walk away like, yo, this guy's out his damn mind. Because people say the same thing about me. But if price is too high or if it's not for me, I don't respond or say nothing. I just say thanks a lot and I walk away. 9 out of 10 people are like, all right, no problem. And I'm like, well, have a good day, and hopefully, and I tell them good luck selling. They're like, thanks a lot. Sometimes they call me back. Sometimes they don't. So anyway, I paid $25 for these. Gotta clean all of it. So we got we got 4 NES games. We got 1 Super Nintendo game. We got 1 Xbox 360 game, and we got 1 GameCube game. So let me show you guys. I gotta use my left because it's still kind of hard to raise my right, especially when I'm in pain. So there you go, $25. So for the Super Nintendo, I got NBA Jam. Things are heating up. The tournament edition is the best one though. Then we have here Snake's Revenge, which is like, I think Metal Gear Solid 2. We got, come on, kill me, do it, I'm right here. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. Wow. Come on. We got Cobra Command. You can tell this came from a rental place. I used to always take that stuff off, but now I keep it on because watching other people's videos up here, I'm like, you know, it is kind of nostalgic because I do come from an era where, you know, we used to, you know, a lot of us used to rent games from even regular video game stores where, you know, like even before Blockbuster, or if you didn't have a Blockbuster near you, or you had a local video store where they rented VHS and video games. And then we got Terminator 2. I'll be back. Then, of course, the game I needed for the other 360, Batman Arkham City. I hope it's Batman Arkham. Yeah, it is Batman Arkham City. I just decided to get it because for some reason I seen them all the time thrifting, but now all of a sudden when I got these two boxes, it was never coming up. So I got fed up and I was like, you know, let me just grab it now. So that's what I did. Then here we got, and I ain't even check and see if there was this two or this one in here, but we got Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. I've never played this game. There are a lot of Resident Evil games for different platform systems I never played. But you know, some of y'all might say, "Damn, that was a great price." So because I know some of you guys in certain states where you guys live at, some of you guys get stuff like, you know, you probably would have paid $10 for all this, depending on who had a garage sale or your local Savers or local this place or your local flea market where people just unaware of what they have, and they, you know, sell stuff for 50 cents a dollar. I've seen videos where people brought video games and action figures for like 50 cents. My mouth be like, and I'm like, that lucky son of a, you know what I mean? So I've been there, so I know. And I'm like, yo, I'd have brought all that. And they're like, oh, they just wanted this game. And I'm like, oh, I do get very envious. Like, motherfucker. And I'm like, but it's funny, but it's crazy. So anyway, like I said, I paid Henry $80 for that big 3,000 and somewhat piece 1989 Batmobile. The box is, it's about that big. And later on I came back, and for some reason we had a good intellectual conversation. He's holding one item for me. I should have brought it right there on the spot, but I told him to hold it for next week. And he could have easily said, hey, Mr. T, I know you just pay me later, but I think I already owed him like 10 or 15. And I was like, just hold it for me for next week. Plus he wanted me to see some stuff that he's going to bring out next week anyway. So I told him, yeah, no problem. You know, and I'm always being nice. And even though I'm an asshole, I'm still nice. You know, it's weird because I could always be a prick. But, you know, I know sometimes, you know, I don't know, whatever. But it was 3 items. What the hell? Oh! Yeah. So this bad boy here, I don't think he peeped it. Of course, you say, you know, you guys know I looked it up and it goes for around 20. I forgot what he gave it to me for. But I forgot we worked out. I forgot we worked out for this. I don't remember, but I thought it was pretty cheap. But anyway, moving to this, I want you guys to see something. I don't think he caught on to it. Can you see it? It's right in that corner. There you go. That's Jim Lee's signature. I know that. Pause it. Look up Jim Lee's signature. That's Jim Lee's signature. I know you're probably like, oh man, now he bragging. How you gonna sit here and talk about people that are? No, I'm not bragging. I'm just basically saying that's Jim Lee's signature. I don't know if he caught on to it or not, but at the end of the day, whatever. So that's cool. This he gave me for $5. This is a Nintendo World beat up Zelda. Hopefully he'll have some legs. I mean arm legs. We'll have some pegs where I can put them on one of those crappy NECA stands, because this is so beat up. I'm not gonna keep it on this. I'm not gonna keep it on that. I'm gonna take it out because it's beat up. And then this, which is ironic because this is the PS3 Batman Arkham City Collector Edition. The game is missing because I think the game goes in here. And he had this as well. This is a lot of Batman stuff he brought out 14 days ago. I guess last week he couldn't sell it, and again with the weather being what it is, I do know this is the book. I had this, and I don't remember if the game is in here. Nope, it does have the does have some pamphlets. Look like it's the game thing. No, the game's not in there. So I thought the game came in the bottom anyway, but the game's not here anyway. So I don't know if it does come with a regular game or the game says collector edition on it. I don't remember that. So if anybody out there know, please let me know. But either way, it did come with the statue. And I try to get a lot of these as possible now because these things has gone up in price. There's been plenty of times where I've gotten these out of storage units and I have my own. And I was selling them for peanuts, $20 here, $25 there. And now a lot of this stuff has gone up because they're not a lot of this stuff's not out there no more. And a lot of people, now, with collectibles being where it is, a lot of people do like this crap. I'm gonna keep this off because I want to clean. I want to wipe this down, and of course, I want to wipe this as well. So, I think I gave him 35 for this. I think he gave me everything for 35 or something like that. I think it was like, yeah, I think it was 15 for the. It was either 15 or 20 for this, and it was probably 15 or 10 for this. And 5 for, I know the Zelda he gave me for $5. So this was probably, I think it was 15 and 15 is matter of fact. 15, then 5, whatever it was. But I do know it was something like that. So anyway, sorry for the long, almost hour video. But you guys know I like to talk and I always like giving, everybody's different and unique on how they do their YouTube channel. And I always like, kind of entertaining and kind of feel like I'm personally having a conversation and talking to everybody. That's why my videos are so long. Because I like to take the time and care about my video content and give background on what I did, how I did it, why I did it, and that's just me. So that's just in case people always ask, man, your videos, don't if they're too long, you don't like them, don't watch them. You guys should know, like if I'm gonna do a video, 9 out of 10 it is gonna be a long video because again, like I just said, I like giving background to why my videos are what they are. Anyway, thanks for watching, man. You guys stay up, stay collecting, do what you gotta do, and maybe I'll, talk to Tony and see if he still want to go or whatever. And in another 38 minutes, I'm going to say 30. I'll say 40 minutes. I'll call and see if Francisco and my dude Al is there and see what we can do about that PS4. If they say no, I'm not going to buy it. It's that simple. I'll come across one either way, so it doesn't matter. But if I can pick it up there since they already have it and I can get it for 150 or something. Knowing him, he's going to say either no or he might say, I'll do 2. And I'm like, come on, man, 150 is better. Do me that favor. And I am going to lay the guilt trip on Francisco. Like, yo, come on, dude. You owe me, man. And lately, you couldn't hook me up. Come on, man. 150 is good. The PS5 is out already. Come on. Or I'm going to say, you know what? I'll tell you what. Just do me this one solid for the new year coming in, man. In good faith. It ain't going to cost him nothing to say, all right, cool. I mean, he did change the price for me a couple of things, but the last time for trivial stuff, he was like very, you know what I mean? So let's see what happens. Anyway, y'all, peace.